Hello, everyone. I am Zachary Corvus here with my podcast partner, Angelo. We are doing a podcast on solo performances hosted and played by Theater 302. Um, it took place at Ives Hall. A little bit of the summary is the first one is about a woman who thought that she had a cursed necklace and was trying to scam people to buy her necklace. But even after she was able to get someone to buy it, it turned out she wasn't just cursed. She wasn't cursed. She just had bad vision. The second of the solo performances was about a witch doctor in like a prison. Um, that like really it looked really old, and there was like one guard. There was a narrator talking about like his life and stuff about it. What about you, Angelo? What's your opinion on the third one, and what's a little summary?
Um, I thought about the third one. The third one was a story about this girl who just dies and goes to like a pocket dimension and meets like a deity of sorts, which like guides souls to the I guess reincarnation. So the girl ends up transforming into another girl, and then they have like this dilemma between letting themselves become the next person that they're supposed to be or staying the same and just like remaining dead. Um, at the end, I think they decide to have the person be born and then have like all that mystical stuff. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy play. I think he's my
Yeah, I
favorite
will
of those two.
say something that I really liked. My favorite of the three was the first one because I liked the business aspect. Although she was a scammer, which isn't something I want
Yeah,
to
it's
be,
funny.
but like I do like the business aspect because I myself am a business major, which is something that I thought was really exciting to see something that I like be shown in the play. You said that your favorite was the third one. If you could expand upon that.
Yeah, my third was the third one was the favorite one, my favorite one because I like the sound design and the set. Like, I just thought it was like a little like pretty surreal. Um, and just cool overall. But I really did like the theme, like the like slight reincarnation theme.
I
So
think we could both
because
agree. I think we could both agree that
yeah,
I think the having the backgrounds that would change and we're kind of like active in live backgrounds. I kind of liked it, like with the projector and stuff like that. At least I liked it.
yeah, I liked it too. It really did add like an entire like new aspect of the performance that wasn't really present in the other ones.
I will say though, for like a personal connection that I have is like again, I said the first one because it was something that I aspire to have like my own business. Granted, hers was a scam business,
Yeah, it was a
kind of like
scam.
a sham. I don't want that. But I do in later to my life, I do hope to have my own business and my own firm. Um, what about you? You got any personal connections
Um,
to any of the three?
I think the third. I would probably say the third one again because I don't know, like there's a heavy like theme of death. Like wondering about what's gonna happen when you die. Like I think it's like just pretty cool, like reincarnation and stuff. Um, like we're all gonna die, bro, but we don't really know where we go after.
I know. I
So
think like when we look deeper into it, the third one I think was the most deep overall because it was getting the themes of like reincarnation, what happens after death, how death affects people. Because even she, right after she died, she was like
yeah,
really
what's going on, dude?
scared.
What the hell?
Yeah, she was like really scared what's going on, and it also put the God in like a really like if the God or at least who felt like God was like because I don't think he called himself God or but it was like very mystical. It didn't seem like he was good nor bad. You know what I mean? He was like, "You're dead. That's a fact." It seemed like it didn't put the god in a bad or good light. But I don't know. I think they had like good audience control. I think how they like made use of the stage, they were really good. Most of the time they were center stage, but there was sometimes that they went downstage and upstage. Um, and then they would like leave stage left or leave stage right, but the lights would go out, so you wouldn't be able to really see it. But I was able to make out some of it. What about you?
Yeah,
What's some
I
deeper themes that you thought of?
I don't know. There's a lot of just transformative aspects of the play. Um, Especially because, I mean, they end up like literally transforming um the girl into another girl, and then they just like they meet each other, and that's I just wouldn't really expect um that type of thing to happen in a one act play, especially considering like how I guess formulaic or how simple the other plays were. Although they all had their own like really good ideas. Um, just the third one really stood out to me, and I guess to talk about the second one, I the narration theme, like just that aspect of the play, like it was obviously still theater. It was just very narrator led. There was no dialogue
Yeah.
um at all.
I think there was one. It was more of
Oh, it was
like
it was the
the
police officer
guard
saying
saying
like
like stop or
freeze.
something.
Yeah, freeze or something, and then they just died.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a it's just ominous, very ominous one.
Yeah, I
Very
do
like
think
slow as well,
yeah, I do
like
think
creeping on you
that
slow.
and for the past couple of podcasts that I've done, there's been a prevalent question. Is it theater? That's of course theater. It's
Yeah,
literally
of
for a
course it's
theater.
theater.
It's of course theater. It's for a theater class and they have scripts and plays. The entire thing, although short-lived, I think it was of course theater. Um, and I do think that for the first one, I think the comedy felt understandable. Like at the end, it was like she thought it was a curse, but it was actually just like her having bad vision. So it had nothing to do with a curse. She just had to go to the doctor, but didn't. Whereas the second one, honestly, I didn't understand the second one's deeper themes. Like I there probably is some, but at least for me, I didn't really see that much.
Wait, did you talk about like you didn't really understand like the themes?
I didn't really understand like a deeper message in the second one. I might not have been paying
Um,
attention that well, but for me, it just seemed kind of eerie and kind of like did you see any deeper themes that you could enlighten me on?
yeah, I think he was just talking about like humanity and like how and like there's like they talked about the heart and stuff. Like the doctor, I think he's like a guy that like takes people apart and like makes them into amalgamations or just transforms them. And that's why he was kept in there. I think at the end, like him returning back to his work is like, humans, they will always be like playthings they will be toyed with. We develop the heart, but apparently the doctor either lacks it or like the reason why he's like such an abomination to humanity and the reason why he was locked up is because he was like, okay, for the good and the progress of humanity, I'm just gonna experiment on people and just like take them apart and stuff or something. I don't know that it was just because he's not saying it himself and he's not really showing like anything like exposition wise, just narration. It was definitely a little bit hard to understand, especially because kind of like it was kind of long.
You know, I mean, I didn't think it was bad. I like again, my favorite was the first one. I just had the most vibe with it. I think another one that was really close was definitely the third one. I think the themes of reincarnation and how scary death can be, but at the same time, it seemed like they were able to like accept death. Like it seemed like at the end they were kind of accepting it and accepting reincarnation and accepting that they're willing to pass on and be a different person. I think was really, really memorable and really good on their part.
Yeah, I think like theme of existentialism. Like he had like a huge crisis in the beginning, and then like at the end is like, okay, I'm just gonna accept this. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be me. I'm just not gonna know who me is.
Well, everyone, I think that's all the time I have left. I would normally say I hope you can go watch solo performances, but I'm sorry that
The
uh
weekend is over.
yeah, the weekend's over. I don't think they're showing anymore. Thank you, Angelo, for being my podcast
Thank
partner.
you, Zachary.
Well, everyone, that's goodbye.
Goodbye.